Have you ever randomly found money that you didn't know you had hiding in a jacket pocket of yours? Now, how did that make you feel? I bet you felt a mixture of joy and excitement, right? But why is that? Well, it's actually because we as human beings find happiness and satisfaction from being rewarded without expectation. This is a golden rule in life. That which you expect has the potential to disappoint you. But if you have little expectations of life, then even the smallest of things will make you happy, grateful, and content. It's a very interesting thing. But another very interesting thing is that it also seems to be that the people with the smallest expectations are usually the ones that are the happiest. So a big takeaway that I want you to have from this is that if you're ever faced with a problem, an obstacle, a challenge that's in your way, the number one thing I want you to do is to actually reduce the power that you give to that situation. Reduce the importance that you give to the problem altogether. Because at the end of the day, all of these things, they start up here. They're all up here. It's all mind games. And there's all of these unnecessary self-imposed pressures that we're adding onto ourselves that's just cluttering our minds and making it really hard for us to actually solve the problem at hand, right? Our problem-solving skills just become far worse. But what you tend to realize is that if you really just took a step back and kind of broke it down and really just, took a deep breath, you would realize that it's all systematic. That if you actually just took the first step, you'd be able to figure out the rest of the process, right? It's like a video game, right? There's levels to a video game. You have level 1, 2, 3, 4. You don't make it all the way to level 40 just like that. You don't just skip the levels. So you have to make it through each level in order to make it to level 40. So that's a very big takeaway. Now, another very big thing is that a lot of us, and I'm going to say it bluntly, we're quite entitled. We feel like everything should just work out in our favor all the time. And we have these expectations that everything is going to happen the way that we expect it to. But that's a very wrong mindset to have, because at the end of the day, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is in control of everything, right? The outcomes of everything is all in Allah's hand. All we're in control of is our actions. So therefore, we should just take the action and have tawakkul in Allah to provide for us. And once you actually approach it with that mindset, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to just take action and realize that you don't have to stress or worry about the outcome of things. So there's a verse in the Quran that I want to read out for you. So in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, "And whoever fears Allah, He will make for him a way out and will provide for him from where he does not expect. And whoever relies upon Allah, then He is sufficient for him. Indeed, Allah will accomplish His purpose. Allah has already set for everything a decreed extent." So once again, this shows the wisdom of maintaining humble expectations while trusting in Allah. And that's the very big takeaway that I want you to have, right? Lower your expectations, reduce the level of power or importance that you give to the situations or the challenges that you're dealt with, and realize that not everything is going to happen or pan out in the way that you expect it to, but that's a part of the process. That's a part of what we should expect, right? You should never expect for everything to work out the first time around, but you need to learn. And in order to actually grow, in order to actually figure out what you're supposed to do, you have to make mistakes. So obviously lower your expectations and keep in mind that not everything is going to happen exactly the way that you want it to from the very beginning. But yeah, inshallah this was a benefit. Inshallah you're able to get something out of this. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.